What is up, chat? Solo pod. Solo pod. It's actually just going to be a DJ set. Beyond the Diamond, Solo pod. The Astros are sitting, believe it or not, in striking distance of being a playoff team. 2.5 out of the wild card, 4 in the division, 35-41. Tied in the win column with the Rangers. 2 behind the win column of the Athletics, formerly known as Oakland Athletics, formerly known as Prince. 4 back in the win column of the Mariners, who are just in a pure mutiny. Josh is out getting cigarettes and milk. I think he's meeting Brian. And welcome to Apollousa. Damn it. That we should do like an Apollousa. And we just play this song over and over and over. We're up and running. Live mics. I think, is the audio good, chat? Camera's working. Better start than what we had on Wednesday. Some say that was probably the worst show we put together. But one more time we show up. One more time we depend on the Astros not to make or lose our sanity. One more time we show up and go to work. Come on, all right, we're gonna celebrate one more time. Celebrate and dance with me. Music doesn't mean so free. Astros odds of the division are priced too cheap. I had a very funny moment. All right, so obviously Team USA plays today. Team USA plays today at 2. That's why we're also doing an early show so I can get down to East Downtown to shoot content. And I had lunch. With Joshua at the FIFA Fan Fest. Make sure you go check out our friends Rob and the Elotes at Fan Fest. And I turned to Josh as we were walking a busy intersection downtown. And I just said, I think the Houston Astros are going to go to the World Series. Unprompted, nothing, just an out-of-body experience. As if I was on the Daft Punk video with the aliens. Unprompted. Go get me an arm. Get me a bat. And I believe. I also believe there's a lot of warts on this team. I believe there's a lot of warts on the construction of this team. That falls on the general manager. I think there's warts in game. That falls on the skipper. But I saw a quote. I'm not happy about this. So I saw a quote from an OU player. And I'm kind of paraphrasing a bit. OU's going to the College World Series. I'm the biggest North Carolina fan of this weekend I've ever been in my entire life. I mean, I'm not wearing Carolina blue, but I'm wearing Jordans. I think it's Georgetown blue, actually. I think And the player said, and I think this really kind of funnels in with the Astros here, is you're going to get punched in the mouth. So you better like the taste of blood. And I was like, damn. You're going to get punched in the mouth. So you better like the taste of blood. And at the end of the day, I think the Astros, through this run and through this era, like the taste of blood. Does this 2026 team like the taste of blood? That's a very fair question. There's a lot of people on this team that haven't been in this golden age that are getting punched in the mouth for the first time. And I question, do they like the taste of blood? But there's a Jordan Alvarez. But there's a Jeremy Pena. But there's a Hunter Brown. But there's a Jose Altuve. But there's a Josh Hader. But there's a Christian Walker. So the rest of the people, I simply ask, whether that's a general manager, whether it's a skipper, whether it's players that you acquired, players you paid, do you like the taste of blood? Because the next 6 weeks, next 4 weeks to the All-Star break, you're going to get punched in the mouth. Do you like the taste of blood? I'm going to pull it up right now for you, Juan. You know, one of the stupidest, a lot of stupid things on Twitter and X, but I hate how it auto refreshes now. So like, I saw the quote, I was like, fuck yeah. And then I auto refresh, I was like, no, I lost it in the abyss. I think it was an OU kid talking to like the SEC network panel about talking about SEC. Oh yeah, here it is right here from Trey Gamble. Talking about the SEC. He goes, you're gonna get punched in the face. You're gonna bleed from the mouth. The question is, do you like the taste of blood? God dang it, man. I wish it was an OU kid. I wish it was an OU who said that. But that fired me the hell up this morning. Fired me the hell up. Like I barely had a sip of my coffee. That's how fired up I was. Astros play tonight. Cleveland Guardians in town, formerly known as the Cleveland. Tanner Beebe on the mound. No J-Ram. No J-Ram. Did Instagram freeze? Wow. So, hey, someone in YouTube chat, can you go to IG real quick on the Apollo account and check and see if it's frozen? It looks frozen on my end. I'm scratching my beard over there. My beard. I don't have a beard. It's 30 plus years of scruff that I've been growing. Can someone go check so I can end that stream on that side? If only there wasn't someone next to me who's on this show. Look, and while we're trying to figure out, not live on Insta. Thank you, Patrick. In that, not even showing up. Okay, view this in your archive. We'll discard that video. I don't even know how to go live. All right, we're just gonna kill. Okay, yeah, we're just gonna kill Instagram. Look, As long as YouTube's rolling, we're fine. Okay? And Twitter, I think. X, whatever. Um, I I need to start taking some accountability myself. Because now it's two co-hosts that have gone for cigarettes and milk. It's two people that are friends, my best friends, people I trust, and they're going out for cigarettes and milk. It's 170 to 17 degrees outside. I don't smoke cigarettes. I don't drink milk, but it doesn't seem like it's a recipe to get when it's 117 degrees outside. I just so I'm going to take some accountability on the show and everyone watching. And maybe Brian comes back. Maybe he does. Maybe Josh comes back. Maybe the Houston Astros I love so dearly come back. I don't know. Where were you when Delgado saved the 26 Astros season? Hey, can we do a little trust circle for a second? Can we do a little challenge? Get Switzerland up and moving. Your boy had a slip on Prize Picks. No free ads. Framber Valdez over 4.5 strikeouts. Walker, Smith, Bryce Matthews, and I think Jordan. Those all the other four cashed. My last play on that slip for around $300 was Mr. Delgado to strike out. And look, I'll sacrifice a losing slip for Astros win 100 times out of 100. 100 times out of 100. I do it a lot. Lose a lot. Win some, lose more. I will say this. The bat to ball in that moment, but I think every single at bat, because I was sweating every single at bat. That plays. That plays. He looked fired up. He looked jazzed up. He looked ready to go. He looked like he liked to taste the blood. Linda said was waiting on the Delgado hero post. Y'all need to get back. We do. We're slacking on IG. We need to get our shit together. Team. Attitude matters. I used to get so fired up when Dusty would say we got some bad dudes in this team. Dusty Baker is the greatest Astros skipper. Better than AJ Hinch. I love AJ Hinch. Hopefully I can golf with AJ Hinch. But you win me over when you drink tequila with me. Dusty Baker did that. You win me over. Chat. The Astros are 2.5 back. 2.5 back. And they play the number 2 wildcard team, the Cleveland Guardians, this weekend for 3. A Cleveland Guardians team with no Jose Ramirez. A Cleveland Guardians team that they pitched the hell out of the baseball. They like to not score a lot of runs. I'm pumped. I'm pumped because I think this series in itself is big. I think this series is huge for where you want to be if you want to be a playoff team. You got to take a series. You got to win the series. You have a Tatsu Imai and Mike Burrows piggyback. Hey, hot in the streets. Hot topic. I don't know if you've seen it. Chat. But all of a sudden, arm angles and arm degrees are the hot topic. Mike Burrows has a chance to figure it out of the bullpen. We get the Skip Messick. That's actually really good. Do we know the probable pitchers for the rest of the series? At least from the Guardian side chat? Summer show start this weekend, says Kush. Let's make a run. Yeah. Gotta look. It's a summer Forrest Gump. You just gotta start running. You gotta keep running until you get tired. You know when you know when when you grew up and you were at that age where your parents like left you alone. They're like, "Hey, you got the house." That was like 8 years old for me. But then you plan it out. Like, I'm gonna have pizza, I'm gonna have ice cream, I'm gonna stay up to midnight, I'm gonna play video games. That's a lot like this episode. In my head, I was like, I'm gonna do a Daft Punk DJ set for an hour. I'm gonna make January 6th look like a tea party. We're gonna storm Dyken Park. Josh isn't here. Mom and dad aren't here. We can do whatever. Free run. And then the lights come on. And I'm like, I'm tired. I want to go to bed. I don't want to do any of that. Ice cream hurts my stomach. Pizza rolls are awesome. Didn't burn the house down. Play this video game. We're gonna start. Hey, you know what? I'm better than this because the last solo episode he did that bit. He did that bit right that we did like it carried over. That was really good by chat. It's very funny that the J6 Josh is sticking. It's very funny. It's a very funny bit. It's the summer of bits. It's a summer of bits. It is wild how y'all were clocking these arm angles. Isn't that why they have all those analytics? It's very funny when we started talking about 5 weeks ago on the show, and it felt like, and we talked about it. I think we talked about it when it was like the science theory of like if you put two primates in a room with a laptop, like they'll over time create like the English language like in a vacuum. That's literally me and Josh on Savant. We just were clicking so many buttons over so many times that we stumbled upon, hey, his arm angle, the degree of his arm is the problem and it's the issue. And we were like, hey, someone needs to elevate that up. And elevator. It shouldn't take us being dumb on the show to figure out things. People are being paid a lot of money to do that. Again, devil's advocate, it takes two to tango. They may have known this. They may have said this. And the variable of the pitcher may have just been like, no. And I said this on the show, and I'll keep saying it again. It's been a privilege to see behind the curtain at times of how this great organization, especially during their golden age, has operated. And during the peak of their runs, there's a lot of self-policing. There's a lot of policing of internal of a really healthy locker room, right? And one of the things from the old regime of hitting coaches is, hey, look, you're in the show. You're in the show. You know more than me. Go ahead. Go do your thing. Go do your thing. And that player would go and do their thing and fail. Baseball's a game of failure. You're going to fail. And then after a while, that player will come back, their tail tucked between their legs, and go, I'm ready to listen. I'm ready to learn. And that's the beauty of the sport, because it's over 162 that you're failing what, 230 days out of the year? Very, very, very few good days. And so I always go back, and I don't know how this newer regime works, especially on the pitching side. I'm not really privy to that side. But these guys are the best of the best, and they've been the best player in their small town that their town has ever seen. They've been the best player at their high school that high school's ever seen. They've been that best player in that greater city that they came from that city's ever seen, and all the way. Whether you started at IMG Academy or in Cuba or in Japan or wherever you come and play from, like, they were the best of the best, and they still are. They're the best on planet Earth. So of course they're gonna think that they're right, and instruction could be wrong. Does it take two idiots on a show every Monday, Wednesday, Friday to be like, hey, look, data says this when you've been doing this? One good question. I don't know. I think the power of Murph was a lot. I think Murph carried a lot. I think still Miller's one of the best to do it. All right, chat. Let's do quickly stock up, stock down of last. We want to. We've been talking for 23. It's only been 23 minutes. Wow. It's only been 23 minutes. We haven't even talked about winning a series. That's 2 series in a row. That's 2. You do 3 series in a row, we're back in it. You do 4 series in a row, we're calling the mayor. You do 5 series, I'm getting on top of the Chase building like King fucking Kong. I had Switzerland on the phone. International waters. You cannot find me liable for what I just said. Two series in a row is great. XO on the back says, stock down, Josh. See, look, he's not here to defend himself. He's not here to defend himself for the stock down. He's not. You know who is here, though? You know who is here? One more time. Summer shows are here. Daft Punk's here. Stock up. Two series in a row, the Houston Astros have won, beating the Detroit Tigers 4-2 in their last 2 games, beating AJ Hinch. Killer Queen is for real. He is for real. Look, I admit, I hand up. Accountability is the best availability after something else. I don't know. But, hand up. Mike Bro's take, terrible. Worst take I've ever had in my entire life, and I bet on Jose Abreu. People forget. I was dead fucking right about Peter Killer Queen and Adam Lambert. I was dead on. Dead on. I said he was going to be Brandon Walter. This year's Brandon Walter. Call him up. Call him up. And since he's came up, and we did the math. We did the math. Take out those weird 5 earned runs. Stock up, Killer Queen. Stock up. Not to make this about me. I was at a ball game. I was at a ball game at Dyke Park, a day game, and they won. Again, stock up. Josh, you have anything? Okay, good talk. Stock up, Jeremy Pena. Stock up, Jeremy Pena. Did we just get disconnected, reconnected right there? Is that just on my end, chat? Are we good? Are we live? I think we're good. Testing 1 2 1 2 chat. Is that just on my end, chat? Okay, volume's up. All right, that was weird. That was weird. You see, look, it's a house of cards. Okay, it blipped, but we're good. We're good. You're on. Okay. Stock up, Joey Loperfido and his ability to draw walks on the bottom of the order. Yeah. Hey, also, that double the other way. That double the other way. I thought it was gonna be a little Crawford box special. That was. I like that swing. I like that swing a lot. Just kind of peppering that gap. Jordan Alvarez continues to be one of the best hitters I've ever seen. It is a privilege and an honor to watch him hit day in and day out. Truly a privilege to watch him hit. Because early in that game, I think it was, first at bat. First at bat, he lined out to that left center gap. I think his second at bat, he struck out, or vice versa, one of those two. Third at bat was a double off the wall, left center. He flicks his wrist. And it's a rocket 399. It's a rocket 399 Oppo gap. You kidding me? Lambert tasted the blood in Colorado. He likes it. He does. Look, that shoe's not going to drop. I know Josh. He got Switzerland on the phone, and we cannot take that take. He was just saying, "Hey, I'm afraid that shoe's going to drop," and I've been there. I was there the entire Zach Greinke era of the Astros. I always thought his next start was going to be the start was going to blow up, and it's not a fun way to live life. But once you believe in Killer Queen, once you believe in Adam Lambert, life gets fun. He's real. I mean, to the point, chat. This is bits aside. If I tell you Killer Queen is starting Game 3 of a wild card series, do you trust him? Results aside, win-loss aside, Killer Queen is throwing Game 3 of the AL wild card series. Do you trust him? Granted, it is July 19th. Things change. You ask me right now at 11:30 on the 19th of June, 2026. I trust Killer Queen. Happy Midsummer. That's a movie, right, Max? Hey, Cam Smith's slowly getting that OPS back up to 700. Slowly getting it up to 700. Paredes with a double. Hader finally said he was human. So here's a solo shot. I'm going to still strike out the side. 3 punchies. Another save. Hader's 4 for 4. De Los Santos. Not back in the circle of trust, but he's in the cul-de-sac of trust. He got the hold. Look pretty good. Susie says, say hi to GOAT Brian. Hopefully he goes to World Cup games in Houston. Susie, Brian's going cigarettes and milk. He should be back soon. Brian has a better chance coming on this show with cigarettes and milk than going to a World Cup game. Joe says yes, but short lease. If that is the position, then probably a good reason why. So yes. Yeah, I mean, you have to the old baseball adage is you're gonna pitch your guys, right? And this is just summer dreaming. Happened so fast. Da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da. Right, summer dreaming. That was Grease. Did I just pull that on my ass? The only show that can bring a Grease comment. Baseball says they're going to throw Tatsumi my game 3. I say fuck it. You got to go. You got to go your arm. You got to go your best arm. And then as of the 19th of June 2026 at 11:32, that is Killer Queen. That is Killer Queen. Not the guy you paid $40 million, $65 million for. Yainer did throw out a base. Yainer's been serviceable. I cannot even be upset. Stock up, Okert. Summer loving happened so fast. Extend Cam. Yeah, I would like that. I would like to see that. Bucky says, we won 15 of the last 25. 2 major pieces off the IL, 1 more on the way. Scheduled through All-Star break. 2.5 games back. Run it now or lose it. Yeah, I mean, this is where you got to run. You got to force Gump. You got to force Gump it. Stock up. I'm going to end with Hater. Extreme confidence in the world. Extreme confidence in the world in that guy. Stock down. $27, I think, is still hurt. Stock down. Stock down. Jake Myers. I'm over it. I'm over it. I'm over it. Stock down. Burrows, demotion. Stock down. Your 2 biggest acquisitions, one's been DFA'd and outrighted to AAA Sugarland. One is being demoted to the bullpen to catch a breather. Doesn't look good on a GM on a hot seat. I mean, we keep saying hot seat. It's one of those videos you put the eggs out on the concrete and you're making some over easy eggs. Stock down, Australia. I mean, really the only stock up thing from Australia is Kirk Lazarus, 5-time Academy Award winner Kirk Lazarus. It's the only thing that came out of there. Prediction for today's game in the United States, 3-1 United States. 3-1 United States. Worried about that Christian Pulisic injury. Please tell me someone got that Tropic Thunder mentioned. Please tell me. Please tell me. Can Correa get Buxton here? 1. Summer loving happened so fast. Look, you give me Buxton. You give me Buxton. Look, I know. It's fragile saying fragile. I get it. But fragile, you can say fragile in different languages, and it's very pretty. You give me Buxton in Houston. You give me Buxton in Houston. Go give me an arm. That directly ties into the vibes. What do you mean, you people? Last week we went net even at 2, stagnant. The Astros followed that up with 2 series wins, going 4-2. Summer loving happened so fast. Da, 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 da. Ba-da-da-da. Who's to say? It's echoey? Is it really echoey, the audio? This is just summer dreaming. Echoey? Aaron, my bad if it's echoey, dude. It's a one-man show. It's a one-man production of Hamilton. Last week we were at 2. I think we're going back to 5, chat. I think we're going back to 5. I think. Look, there's no sponsors on the show. We've lost all our sponsors. We can say whatever we want. I think I'm ready to believe. And look, I get it. The last time I said this, the Astros then dropped the series, so I can't really believe. But I think we could put it back at a 5. You win 2 series, you go 4-2. You get Josh Hader back. Put it on the board. Yes. We're going back to 5. We're going back to 5. Whoa. We're losing the camera. Did you see that? Chat, did y'all see that? Dude, it's that ghost again, dude. What is going on? Am I going crazy? Does that mean like the battery's going out? Pulisic is starting today? We can say whatever the hell we want. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm not trying to make anyone's job the worst they've ever had. That is very funny that is also talking about ghosts, and then that starts happening acts. Like that connection is the camera is definitely dying. Okay, well, Willow, if the camera dies, we're in trouble because I have no idea how any of this shit works. We're 40 minutes in, so we're okay. Bucks in for a fraction of the game is better than what we got. True. No, Susie, you take Buxton's money. You take Buxton's money. The arm, you can, yeah, the arm you'll lose prospects. Go send Yiner and Jake for a major league arm. Just have to make it 20 more minutes. What does he say? What did he say in Interstellar? It's not necessary. What does he say? It's necessary. What does he say when they have to dock? It's the docking scene. 1.5 back at All-Star break would be awesome. Shark makes a good point. Buxton playing in front of the fan base who wants to fire everyone the moment a player has a hang now. True. Facts. Don't worry. Josh said all good, all working, question mark. I'm going to tell him no. Money is fake. Next year won't happen. Spend it all and cap it next year. There we. You see, yes, money's a figment of our imagination. It's fugazi. It's fugazi. It's fairy dust. Thoughts on the owners' draft overhaul proposal? They really seem like they want to kill the minor leagues. Yes, they do. They do. And a Trojan horse of trying to make college baseball better, they want to kill the minor leagues. Look, I was good. I wasn't great. I've been around great baseball players. I've been a part of 2 draft process in high school and in college. That process as a young kid doing all that rocks. You sit on camera and talk about 20 years later. It's a cool ass process to see your friends get drafted. And it's also a sport that you watch yourself get drafted in a 30-second time window on day 3 at 1 p.m. on the Google webpage, and it just updates. Like, all you have is your boys, your family, your circle. In that, like, if you're a top pick, you're a top pick. Yeah, you have the whole bells and whistles. But for everyone else, you go ask all these people, right? You go ask the Chas McCormicks of the world when they got drafted in the high rounds, when their name came across, on the webpage. You remember those moments. Like, out of high school, like, to hear money, that kind of money at that age, you're just like, what the hell? This is pre-NIL. To scrub all that? Man. I don't know. NIL's changed a lot. I mean, you can get real talent on campus now. You can get really good players to go to college now. The system's broken because Major League Baseball's also been so predatory, especially on foreign-born players. So it was weird seeing ESPN like champion the league. It was weird. So weird. Chaz got drafted around that doesn't exist anymore. Yeah. Hey, one of my best friends, he was 3 years older than me, Tyler Naquin. He, if you don't remember him, he's actually on the Cleveland then Indians. Took him to the World Series, was runner up to Rookie of the Year. He was drafted in the 45th round out of high school by the Orioles. They gave him a plane ticket and $1,000 signing bonus. And he was like, I'm going to go. I'm like, why are you going to go? Go to A&M. Everyone knows well, I guess my school now is technically. But I'm not an Aggie. So go to A&M. Pre-NIL. Go be great. We know how good you are. Go be great. Show off in the SEC. Go do that. Don't take a plane ticket, $1,000. Yeah, you'll be in the show for sure. You're gonna grind. You're good. You're one of the best I've ever seen. Goes A&M, 2-time All-American, 16th overall, 18th overall, first round. Got millions. Made the show. Played more than a cup of tea. And a round that doesn't even exist anymore. Yeah, and there's guys that don't want to go to college. Like Shark said, like forcing them to go is just crazy. Just as crazy. And I also think by doing that, you're going to put a cap on NIL. There's going to just be like, all right, well, this guy's worth this much value. We're going to cap it here. All four of you guys get 150K. But if one of them made it, that guy got 500, whatever it is. I know players on the exact frame that had all the offers in the world. One of the best players I ever got to witness, Nick Williams out of Galveston. I saw him walk up to Augie Garrido in jeans, hit 4 balls onto the street in right field in jeans. No swings. Laughs. Says, I'm going to be in the show in a week. I'm going to be drafted in the first round in a week. I'm not coming to Austin. You just have those freaks that need to be. Send them in the show. Go. It's weird. It's weird how they're trying to finagle all of that. Off topic, but I'm hyped for Trey Cruz. Yeah, Trey Cruz getting the call up. Playing for the Tigers tonight. It would have been sick if he played here. It would have been sick. Also, Nick Williams, his little brother, kid brother, Jonah Williams, absolute freak. Really, really cool for the Cruz family. That's 3 generations in the show. That's big time. That's big time. Absolutely big time. Where are we at time? We're at 11:48. Kind of got through this. Sometimes college helps. Sometimes they don't need it. Cowser, yeah, top 5. There's a lot. I mean, to fit everyone in one mold is crazy to me. Crazy to me. While simultaneously kill the minors. And I guess we could have seen it coming with all this PE firms buying these teams up. I don't know. Look, we have the show. We shitpost on the internet every day. I don't know the economics. I don't know that side. Like, that's never been. Hell, we could barely do basic math on here. We got to update the board, though. Today is the 19th. Summer loving happened so fast. The Astros are what are we again? That's a wild card. We only have a division. 4 games back. Still 4 games back. Two and a half. Wild card. Going into Cleveland. Four days have passed since the outbreak, and we've gained half a game. Oh, yes, Joseph. Good. Oh, my, that camera. Final segment, poker chips. Just kidding. That's a good bit. It's a good bit if you've been watching the show. We are coming up on the last 9 minutes. I want to play the hits. I want to play the hits of just doing over under the series. But land of the pine, on my way to North Carolina. The Weekend Wagon Wheel, sponsored by Hootie and the Blowfish. The Weekend Wagon Wheel. We're going to go. We're playing the hits. Rock me, mama, in the way you will. Hey, mama, rock me. Over, under 1.5 wins. Josh panic called me. Josh, I said no. He says everything working. I said no, and he panic called me. Got him. I'm available at the moment to help. An old time string band. I ain't a manager now. You down now, some on you little had to leave town. Over under 1.5 wins. Let's go Tar Heels. I agree. The Weekend Wagon Wheel presented by Hootie and the Blowfish. Mama rock me. Josh phoned in his answer. He says under. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go over. There's no J Ram. I can't be scared. No Messick. I can't be scared. This is like Apollo Pirate Radio. Look. I actually want to, now that it's a solo show for the future, I guess. I mean, it's milk and cigarettes. They can't take forever, right? I kind of want to make this summer. I want to make it I saw this on TikTok, and I kind of want to. It's a Kenny Chesney summer. I think I'm going to make this a pirate country radio station. It's very much flops and cut off shirts summer. And I want to escalate it to the end of summer of then dressing like Jack Sparrow. That's what we're gonna do, chat. I'm gonna buy the Jack Sparrow costume. And a Friday episode. Let's determine a Friday episode. Let's determine a Friday episode where Josh has no idea what we're doing. And I just come in, I pause. I come to the studio right as the show starts, dressed like Jack Sparrow. Because it's a pirate summer. It's a pirate summer. It's a pirate's life for me, some would say. Also, I just kind of really want to dress like a pirate. And maybe drink some rum. When does summer end? When September begins? Should wake me up when September ends. When do we play the Pirates? Gosh dang it. You see, it's no longer an Astros polo summer. Now it's an Astros market. Look, that's the vibes. That's the vibes. Nothing matters in this world. It costs $500 to walk outside these days. And you know what? If that's what it is, I'm gonna pay it, and I'm gonna wear my margarita shirts and just have a good time and go out that way. My favorite sports team's about to go on a run. We're about to make a run, and I'm gonna drink some rum. There it is. When do we play the Pirates? I don't think we play them again. I mean, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Figure out the date. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do this bit. It's a summer of bits. It's a summer of bits. We did yesterday. Walking back from FanFest, we shot a video. If you haven't seen it, go check it out on our IG. Had $100 budget spent. Did all this stuff. We were walking back, and it just it's just very funny. Like, I forget sometimes, like, I joined late, ready off the deep end. Yeah, noob. It's a solo episode. It's I can't tell you. There's a lot of baseball talk in this episode. I can tell you though, there's a lot of bits. We're walking back from FanFest, and me and John, we're sweating buckets. We're sweating buckets. Trying to get on the metro to head back to the office. HPD officer pulls up next to us. Young guy talking. He's like, "You already cutting quits?" We're like, "Yes, sir." And he was like, "It's hot out here." We're like, "Yes, sir." And he's just talking to us, and he's like, you guys filming? You guys, headed back? Obviously a fan of the program, fan of the show. And it's like, you guys good? You need a ride? We're like, no, we're good. Thank you. Like, we're taking the metro. We got to shoot this for the video. And I look at Josh, I'm like, hey, you know that guy? And he goes, no. You know that guy? I was like, no. He's like, oh, like, he doesn't know your dad? And I was like, no, never seen that guy. Pull up and keep walking, right? He just yells, the guy yells, call the mayor. And I was like, we broke containment. We broke containment on bits. And that's summer of bits. That's what we're talking about here. It's a summer of bits. Summer of bits. It's awesome. It rocks. It rocks like a wagon wheel, some would say. I don't even know how to end this show. I know it says end stream, but Josh says all the other buttons. I'm afraid to end this. But if you haven't seen it, you're watching on the replay. Over under 1.5 wins. Weekend wagon wheel presented by Hootie and Blowfish. Presented by Hootie and the Blowfish. Newest sponsor. Check out Hootie and the Blowfish on tour at hootieandtheblowfish.com. No free ads. Darius in the check. He may be Switzerland. Maybe it is Switzerland. Maybe Switzerland's the friends we made along the way. Team USA plays Australia in about 2 hours. Pump for that. Pump for that. All right, chat. It's noon. Someone's gonna write a book about that comment Josh Des saw from this team makes a crazy run. Yeah, it was straight from it. Like, legitimately felt like a movie scene. Like, he just rolled up on us. We're just like, yes sir, no sir, yes sir, no sir. He's probably younger than us too, but we don't take chances. Mexico won. Big time win. Guadalajara was bumping. Crazy save. Vamos. All right, chat. Astros take on the Guardians. starting tonight. Tattoo Imai and featuring Hootie and the Blowfish, featuring Mike Burrows in a piggyback against Tanner Beebe. I think that's the only time we talked about this matchup today, right now, at the very end. Fuck it. Fuck it anyways. All right, chat. We're going to end with, I mean, what else can we end with other than, we already did Hootie and Blowfish, but you know what we got to end with. Single-handedly keeping this song in the trending top 100. Single-handedly going to be on the World Series float. All right, chat. Thanks for hanging out on the solo show. I got to go film. Peace. Love you guys. We did it. One more time, we're gonna celebrate. Oh, yeah. 2 for 2. One more time, we're gonna celebrate. Oh, yeah. One more time.